Hey guys, Asher Command today, Raid Shadow Legends with ARMANZ the Magnificent. So odds are you're watching this video because you love me and you want to hang out, or because you just fused yourself in ARMANZ the Magnificent, or maybe you fused him a long time ago, or pulled him and you are just now getting around to checking out the guide. So good news, you got your hands on one of the best champions inside the entire game. This dude is already being used by the majority of top platinum teams inside the arena. He's also being used by the majority of top teams in live arena. He's also being used everywhere in PvE, which I will demonstrate in today's video. Hell Hades gives him a 4.5 overall grade. Hard not to give this dude a perfect 5. I know I'm just absolutely quibbling here, and 4.5 is close enough, but that's a 90. For me, he's a 100. He's one of the best champions in the game, in my opinion. They give him a 5 out of 5 in Doom Tower. They give him a 2.5 in Hydra. I think he's a bit better than a 2.5 in Hydra. They give him a half a star in Iron Twin, Sand Devil, Shogun's Grove. I think he's a little bit better than that, but definitely not a specialist in those areas. In dungeons, he's going to be amazing. He can solo Spider. He can do insane things. He can perma-stun, take extra turns, the whole 9. Dark Fae, obviously a 5 out of 5. Eternal Dragon, 5 out of 5. Nether Spider, Celestial Griffin, and Dreadhorn. Not much use case there, obviously. He's sheeping, he's controlling, he's the best controlling champion, the best controller in Raid. Arena, 5 out of 5. I guess that's probably why now, looking back, they give him a 4.5 because, well, you know, there's some areas where he's just not that great, but there's a lot of areas where he's the best too. Tough to kind of tier those out. But yeah, Gold 2, Gold 3, you'll see his ban rate is creeping higher and higher and higher. He's at 26% right now, 40% ban rate at Gold 4. The pick rate is, you know, whatever. The win rate is really not indicative of, you know, how strong this dude is, right? Because the thing is you can run a team preparing for him, or you can ban him, but you can't do both. That's why you'll see the ban rate higher than the win rate, which is absurd. You don't see that really ever inside the game. Granted, he was just added to the game too. People are just getting their hands on him. So there's a lot at the time of this recording that, you know, we haven't discovered all the potential of this champion has, nor have we discovered all the best ways to counter him. A lot of it's going to be intuitive, but, you know, the meta has its way of evolving over the course of months, not days or weeks. Anyway, he has a 4 multiplier on his A1. He has a 4.2 on his A2. That's his AoE attack. Let's go ahead and take a look at this dude as I have my game half on and half off the screen, Ash. Come on, man. All right, so today we have Live Arena open, so I'm just going to jump into Live Arena with this guy. Hopefully you guys don't mind that. I do have him in a you know, pretty end game gear, but the priorities on this champion are going to be the same no matter where your gear is, no matter if you have him, you know, empowered, if you have him awakened. Your priorities are speed. First and foremost on this champion, speed and then accuracy. So we have him 330 speed, 633 on the accuracy. This guy with a 4.2 attack multiplier with a 1167 base attack, you can see right there, he's not hitting very hard. Now you can get damage out of him vis-a-vis War Master because you can get back to his AoE attack really quickly. So some things that you can do where he can be a good damage control for your team, but he's not going to be your top damage dealer. He's not going to be a nuker for your squad. But in longer battles, like if you are progression, utilizing him in Hydra, areas like that, he can definitely add something to the table if you want to put 100% crit rate on there, along with War Master. But for the arena specifically, I'm not worried about crit rate, crit damage. I'm worried about accuracy. I'm worried about speed. We want him to go first, right? He also has a speed aura, a really good one at that, and speed in arena battles by 28%. So a lot of players are using him as their speed lead inside the arena. 2 out of the top 10 teams in last week's Platinum finish were using an ARMANZ speed lead on their teams. However, I expect that number to grow as more people get their hands on him. Keep in mind, that was last week, you know? So anyway, Weird Blade, his A1, attack 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of increasing the cooldown of a random active skill by 2 turn. Fills his champion's turn meter by 10% for each turn added to the cooldown. So obviously, a potential 20% turn meter boost on his A1 ability. On his A2, greatest hits, attacks all enemies, steals all the turn meter of each target, essentially granting him very close to an extra turn. Except enemies under sheep debuffs, which he has on his A3. Places a stun for 1 turn on all enemies not under a sheep debuff. That's insane. Back in my day, there wasn't even an AoE for stun 100%. Now, not only do we have an AoE 100% stun on a 3-turn cooldown, but we have an AoE 100% stun on a 3-turn cooldown that comes close because of the turn meter steal in some situations, right? Especially against other champions, waves, or in the arena, of basically filling that turn meter. So essentially, we can get this down to almost a 2-turn cooldown with 100% stun. That's insane. On the A3, for my next trick, 3-turn cooldown plays a sheep debuff on an enemy for 1 turn. This debuff cannot be blocked. That means block debuffs will not work. So you're going against a Duchess with block debuffs, no dice. She can be sheeped. Then has a 100% chance to remove all buffs from all enemies. So a buff remover as well. Fills his champion's turn meter by 5% for each buff removed. My God. Master of Ceremonies, whenever a sheep debuff is removed or expires on an enemy, increase the cooldown of a random skill in that enemy to its max. Oh my God. So now he has lockout potential on the passive. Fills his champion's turn meter by 10% for each turn added to the cooldown, similar to the A1. My God. I think the polymorph is the best blessing on this this champion for obvious reasons. He's already the master of control. Let's add some more sheep, some more control to his kit. In terms of masteries, I went and built him for the arena. Went down the support side, picked up the accuracy masteries, picked up Lore of Steel because I have him in triple perception, which is my favorite build for this champion. And then we see Eagle Eye at the end. Now, what if you just don't have good speed gear, or if you don't want to build him with all your best speed gear, right? I'm seeing people build him also in Stone Skin as a control champion as well. In those situations, a slower build or a moderate build ARMANZ, I'm seeing people build him in a 6-piece Stone Skin, so the 2 turns of Stone Skin. You don't have to build him super slow. It's not like a UDK, but you don't have to build him super fast either. And then because his sheep is irresistible to block debuffs, I should say, or unblockable is a better term, you can go in with the A3. You can sheep the UDK or their reviver or their nuker. You can make that decision at that time. And then at that point, you can even build him with high resist so it can't be locked out. You know, so there's a few different ways to build him if you don't want to just go all out speed on this champion that you ought to consider taking advantage of, especially if you don't have a lot of speed gear going around. The thing is if you don't have him, and if you're end game watching this video and you don't have him awakened, right? Or fully awakened or anywhere close to it, and you don't have him empowered, obviously, odds are, 99% of you guys, then you're already going to be at quite a deficit speed-wise to get him to, the godlike speeds that you see in the end game. This might shock some of you guys. Some of you guys might not be surprised at all. But end game ARMANZ the Magnificents are between 400 and 460 speed. I can't get over 330 on my account using perception gear. And I am a spender and an endgame player in this game, right? If you want to go with a more PvE build, especially for Hydra Clan Boss, or against bosses in general, I would go with this, a shout out again to hellhades.com. I think this is a very, very good option for you guys. Let me move out of the way really quickly here so you guys can see it. But this would be what I would recommend for PvE content, right? And in PvE content, you guys already know this, but, you can sacrifice some speed and sacrifice some accuracy. And maybe you can add in, War Master. You can also add in a little bit more either survivability, whatever you need given the content that you're approaching with this champion, right? You can run him in like Spider. The funny thing is you don't even need him in like Regen and Immortal for Spider because he just perma-stuns. He perma-stuns, but you could consider it if you want to tackle very difficult content where the boss will be doing damage to you. There's so many ways you can utilize this champion, and we haven't even uncovered all of them at the time of this recording. I do like picking up, personally, Life Drinker over Whirlwind of Death, but nothing wrong with either way there. All right, there's a Deterrence and Retribution. Very good on this champion for obvious reasons. His A1 is extremely powerful. Even in my build, as you guys can see, I picked up both of those masteries. Also, one major point here, you need to pick up, if you're going to go defense, you need to pick up Harvest Despair on this dude. Do they recommend? They skipped out on Harvest Despair for Delay Death. I'm definitely going Harvest Despair because he's landing so many stuns. You may as well have him add the leech to it, right? 60% chance of placing a leech every time we place a stun. And this guy is placing stuns more than anybody in the game. All right, guys, in terms of gear that I have on him, accuracy on the banner with as much speed as we can get. We have HP on the amulet. We have defense on the ring. A little bit of survivability because I have accuracy as a main stat on his chest. Speed with Speed Ascension on the boots. We have accuracy on the chest. We have defense percentage on the gauntlets. You can go HP percentage. You can go crit rate if you want to as well. If I did go crit rate on the gauntlets, though, I would absolutely go with either HP defense for survivability or attack for damage on the chest percentage, that is. So that's the build that we have, guys. Again, super speedy. Doesn't have to be this fast. If you can get him faster, can be faster. Let's go ahead and try him out, guys. Actually, what do we have on the live arena? We have 17 minutes. Let me just show you him in, I don't know, I have him in a random curse city, right? S19, Soul Cross, Curse City Hard. How about can I get an S21? Nope. Can I get an S24? Yes. Awaken Stage 24. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is wave control. This is him using in a wave control, using him in a wave control fashion, right? So here he goes. Gonna come in. We're going to stun everybody. Moreover, look at he gets a back-to-back turn, right? Hey, look at this. Alsgore didn't get stunned because he's a Force Affinity. Oh, we can just sheep him. No big deal. Look at that control. He's already taken 2 turns before anybody else has taken 1, or minus Crixia, right? So we can come back in here, do a little bit of damage. Sure, why not? We can come in here and sure, let's just continue to put more control down. And already he is incredibly, they're still stunned. The enemies are still freaking stunned, most of them. And we're already 1 turn away. I shouldn't have attacked Alsgore with the, I forgot that he had the decreased speed on his passive. But we're already back to the stun, guys. We're already back to the stun. Isn't that absolutely insane? I mean, it's mind-boggling. Come back in there, everybody's stunned again. You know, I don't need to show you this entire wave or every wave of this battle because, I mean, you guys get it. He's insane control, especially when you factor in he can cycle between stuns and he can cycle between sheep, stun, cooldown on the A1, decrease cooldowns. He's got when the sheep go away, he's decreasing their cooldowns to the max. It's insane. Let's just watch him one more time on this second wave. It's just, he's already back to the AoE stun, right? Didn't land a couple there, but it doesn't matter. Let's go in and sheep now, right? He's really quite a special champion. Again, congratulations, guys. Odds are, I'm assuming most of you watching actually have him, but he's built differently for sure. He really is. He is definitely a prime example of power creep in this game, isn't he? We're gonna hopefully he's not gonna get banned, and hopefully we win here in the arena, going against Kulek from Royal Clan Chilling. All right, let me make myself a little bit smaller here. They go Siffy first pick. We are gonna come right in with ARMANZ, and might as well go Crixia too. Double lockout, right? I don't mind using him with a lockout champion, like in this case, a Crixia. A lot of people are banning, as you saw, ARMANZ. So now I'm making a very difficult choice. Which control do they want to ban? Both of these are control, lockout, whatever champions. He goes with Taurus. I would normally have drafted Taurus right there. But instead, I'm going to go with, am I on champion tags? We are going to go with, oops. As much as I want to go Marichka, we're going to go with the King and the Queen. And then I imagine they're going to go with a lockout and a Marichka and a lockout is my guess. Marichka and Yumeko. Marichka and Warlord is my guess for Kulek. Let's see if I'm right or not. So they do a big curveball here, and they give me an opportunity to take Marichka. I'm going to be going in without a reviver, but I still feel like it's the strongest play here. All right, so who are they going to ban, guys? It's tough, right? If you're... Oh, shoot. I didn't go with another nuker. Oh, no. I hope they don't ban the king. I hope they don't. Oh, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. If they're smart, they will. But maybe they think I have him built for damage or something. I don't know. Do you guys ever do that? I apologize, guys. I'm actually going to get rid of Harima. Don't do it. Don't do it. No king. Oh, they didn't do it. Isn't that crazy? Thank God they didn't do it. Thank God they didn't do it. I have to admit, guys, this is the first time I've ever done it on film here. But in live arena, it's not the first time I've done that. Have you ever done that, guys? Be real with me. Have you ever drafted drafted without going in with 2 nukers? Hey. All right. So that time, my Night Queen Crixia, I think she's a 411 speed, she goes first, and they go and they immediately Siffy sleep on the man, the myth, the legend, ARMANZ, which is totally fine. I mean, they're already kind of controlled. Let's see what they do here. Taurus is going to try to kill ARMANZ. He doesn't do it. That's fine. Keep in mind, I don't have a reviver other than Marichka. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm actually going to, even though intuitively it's not that smart, we don't have anything that we need to reduce cooldowns for, but I am going to go in with a cleanse. That way I can have another cleanse ready here in Marichka, which I think is the right move, even though there's only 3 debuffs, so we can get to White King Narcissus and kill them all. Or come close to. So now we're dealing with a Taurus, who is 1 turn away from constant pressure. We're dealing with a Sheep Lady Kimmy, and we're dealing with an unhealthy Siffy. He does have his A2, so we can kill ARMANZ here. But look at it this way. ARMANZ is not doing... Okay, he doesn't kill ARMANZ. And his A2 wasn't up, so I'm a total liar. Let's go ahead and get some buffs on. Let's get a heal down. ARMANZ hasn't even taken a turn, but already I feel like, you know, they've been concentrated. They've been having to use their CCs on him. They've been targeting him, and he hasn't even done anything. He hasn't even done anything. So let's see here what they want to do. Let's see what I want to do. I'll tell you what I want to do. They're going to... Oh, there's constant pressure, but he stays... All right, so here's the bummer. I feel like... Oh, well, I don't feel like... I know we're going to win this one, this battle. But the bummer is we didn't even get to really show off ARMANZ at all, right? He didn't even get a turn, man. But he's still a disruptor. He still has to be accounted for. But you never know what you're going to get in live arena. The cool thing is I can go into, you know, regular arena, and I can, you know, I can choose battles against champions that will suit, you know, different heroes that I'm using. But in this situation, obviously, I have no recourse. I have to do what is handed to me. I'm going to go like this, and I'm just going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm not going to... There's no need to do anything here. I just need to wait till everybody dies, I feel like. Maybe I can kill Lady Kimmy in the meantime. Who knows? But I need Taurus to kill Marichka so I can revive the team, and hopefully ARMANZ will get a turn, man. That's the goal here, right? All right, they kill 1. Now it's going to be a while. Hopefully the A2 make it a little bit faster for me, but he's not gonna. Kulek knows what's up. Sorry, I'm allergic to Taurus. I know this is riveting for you guys. I know it is. All right, we're 1 turn away. Okay, there he goes. He kills her. We're good. Lady Kimmy comes in. She's going to debuff our team or buff their team. I'm not sure where she is in her cycle right now. There we go. Buff that team. Now we can debuff. We can put them. This is why I didn't use that ability earlier. Hey, now we can go in and we have an option, right? We can steal turn meter, which I want to do, right? Boom. We actually got to resist there, but we did stun him. That's good. Now we can come back in and kill, right? And then we could sheep him, but there's no need to. He's the last man standing, and we still can't get the kill, even though Taurus is on 0 HP here. All right, White King, end it. All right, so it wasn't pretty, but we got the job done, and at least ARMANZ got to take a turn at the end, right? Let's go ahead and do one more here. What do you say? And then we'll take him into the arena after this. Now, I showed you a little bit of PvE. You know what? I lied. I don't want to take... I want to do one more live arena, because once you've seen some arena, I think you kind of get the point. We'll do one, like, split-second, 20-second arena spotlight after this. Just find, like, one team or whatever. Valiant Denali. Okay. And then I want to show you him. I think he's amazing. I mean, he's amazing in so many areas, but I think he fits into every single person who has him's Dark Fae team, right? And Dark Fae is the most important boss. Okay, let's go. I don't know. Let's open up with the same dang thing. What do you say, guys? I want to put him first. You know what? We don't even need Crixia. We already have a lockout, right? Let's go Taurus. No. Let's use Crixia. Crixia is dumb to draft very early. You don't see her drafted early a lot. And then he goes Taurus and Mariska, of course. Of course. We're going to see. This is what the meta is like, ladies and gentlemen, right? This is it. See the same heroes every time. That's what we're looking at. This time, I'm actually going to go ahead and draft another nuker. We're going to go with Harima if he doesn't draft her. If he does draft Harima, probably going to go Helikath. And he doesn't, so we are going to go Harima. Harima, Warlord. Let's see. This is going to be an interesting one, right? Who do you think is going to ban here? Probably probably Crixia is who. Okay, he goes after the Queen again. So again, we're out without a Reviver, excuse me, but we're also without a Mariska. So we don't have any heals. Instead, we have 2 controls and 2 supports. So we're going to go speed again because we need to win the speed race against this Sify the Lost Bride. Do you think we're gonna? I think we're gonna. And even if we don't, I doubt the rest of their team is fast enough to keep up with Sify after the turn meter boost. So we're going to have to act fast and never relinquish, excuse me, our control this entire battle. Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. Sify, what you got? We're already going to be down a Night Queen. All right. We're going to come in here and we're going to try to, dang it, we're going to try to stun everybody. And we do. And we take the extra turn. Now we get to decide who we want to sheep. Isn't this, can you already see the strength here? I would like to sheep Taurus. Okay. So, let's go in with let's start, since Taurus is already neutralized, let's go ahead and start working on Mariska. Let's come in here and this is a nasty move that we're going to do here. But we're going to reduce the cooldowns and cleanse. So now we can come in and we can nuke, do some damage there, get rid of their nuker, and then we can come in and we can start chain stunning them a bit, right? Come back in here with another stun. Come back in here with, you know, I mean, it's over. Who do you want to sheep? Let's sheep Taurus again. And he just keeps taking turns. Do you see how broken this is? It's nasty. It's nasty. All right, so Mariska's down. Sify is a turn away. We might... Let's see how this plays out here. He's going to revive. Is she a turn away from revive or she have it? Okay. Okay, this is going to be tough. He's going to kill. Ooh, he doesn't go for her. He went for Tar. I think he screwed up there, guys. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. All right. I'm surprised. I'm reacting because I'm surprised he didn't just go after Crixia. Kill her, take the extra turn, you know? Am I missing something there? Either way, we can land a provoke. We can land a stun. Just make sure he's stunned and provoked and everything. He can polymorph me. At this point, felt like we might have dodged a bullet there with the Mariska revival. That was scary for a moment, I'm not going to lie, but we come away with the victory. So there we go, guys. I mean... I think that you've seen him in action, right? As promised, a quick little arena battle here. It's kind of early on. Let's see. This team looks fine. I have him as a lead here. If you know, odds are you guys don't have a Crixia. If you want to build a team like this, I mean, probably don't have Taurus and Mariska either, huh? Basically, he fits with any sort of a team. I shouldn't have shown the same type of champions. My bad on that, guys. But he fits anywhere. I mean, now everybody's stunned. It's almost pretty much over already. Taurus or whoever our nuker is has plenty of time to get buffed, come around, and get the job done, right? We do want to win the speed race if possible. Let me go ahead and show you really quickly. It'll be a quick run here on Dark Fae. This is the squad, basically a nuker, some control champions, and that's it, really, you know? After I'm done with this video, I'm just going to keep it running because I haven't done my Dark Fae keys, and I need to do them. Most important Doom Tower boss for anybody to go after. He leads off with a stun. He comes back in. He goes right to the A1. Hey, they're already stunned. He's not going to use the sheep. I like that. I like the smart AI built in there. So you guys already know. Oh, I don't have, actually, speaking of AI, you want to go to the team setup? Oh, no. I can't because auto battle is on. My bad. we want him to have that A2 off cooldown, obviously, when we get to the final stage. So it might not work. It might not work here, but let's take a look anyway. Let's see what happens. I hope he doesn't use it right now. Okay. He uses A1. That's good. Can we kill them quickly? Baron, get it done, buddy. Oh, okay. Good. We're good. You need to go into team setup and make sure he's not using his greatest hits so that he has it available to stun all the mirrored versions. He's going to go ahead and sheep on his next trick if there's somebody not stunned. So you've got double protection from your mirrored team going first. We come in with our nuker, in this case Baron using Skypiercer, and we kill everybody except for annoying little ARMANZ. What are you doing over there, buddy? What are you doing? Now you're dead. Good. And that's it. That's the battle, right? He's the best control for Dark Fae because he's got the stun, he's got the failsafe for the stun, he's got the, I mean, we've already gone over his kit. You guys know how freaking good this dude is. He's a beast in this game. So guys, that's going to do it for the video. Obviously, from here on out, I don't think Dark Fae will even get a turn with Allure and Lysandra on the team. Maybe, who knows? But I think we're going to be good from here on out, and this is how exactly how you can use him. If you're going to be using him primarily in PvE, like I said, Hydra, wherever, areas like this, then it makes sense to go for War Master instead of going for the accuracy Eagle Eye in this case, because why not help speed things up a little bit? Same thing with Blessings. If you're lucky enough to have a high awakening on this champion, you're mainly, you're not a big arena player. There's no reason why you can't just go with, you can't just opt to go with Brimstone, right? Even if you don't have him fully awakened or anything like that, still go Brimstone. You'll get a lot of damage off him just out of a smite because smite is freaking OP, So anyway, guys, that is the guide on this champion. I will finish my Dark Fae farming, but you guys don't need to watch me turn meter control spam against her. Much love. Let me know what you think of this champion in the comments below and keep the guide requests coming. And as always, actually, wait a sec. Who am I kidding? She took a turn, she took a hero, but we immediately stunned them. Welcome to the life with ARMANZ on your account. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.